bila
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening. Welcome to IIUMTV Peeps Chat Show, the last episode of Season 2. Happy Peeps, Healthy Chat. I am Arisha Zahir.
and I am Fakhruddin Hassani.
So we are your hosts for tonight. For those currently watching our live, do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to IIUMTV channel. We also have Facebook, Instagram and Twitter for you guys to follow. Oh, by the way, we have like a 100 ringgit giveaway, right, Kude? So keep it up. Follow us for any updates. And do not forget to listen to our podcast on Spotify at IIUMTV.
Okay,
Yeah,
so for
so
today,
sad, right, Kude? Yes.
we want to talk about what, Arisha?
It's hitchhiking in Malaysia.
Hitchhiking, yeah. So this
Yeah.
is not like hiking the mountain, right?
No. It's only
Okay.
on the road.
Oh, okay. So interesting.
Yeah.
So this is our guys. I would like to introduce our guys. Brother Akeed. Assalamualaikum.
Salam, hi.
Hi, kid.
Hi,
Hi,
Akeed.
how are you?
We have like a very amazing
Okay.
guest tonight.
Yeah, amazing guest tonight. One of the hitchhiker. He also has a YouTube channel. Akeed.
Yep.
So you can watch after this.
Actually, my YouTube channel is not Akeed, it's Kudos Kid. Sorry.
Oh, Kudos Kid. Sorry.
Yeah, Kudos Kid, yep.
Okay. So before we start our discussion about hitchhike, can you introduce yourself? Maybe our viewer don't know who you are, so a little bit introduction.
Sure. So, my name is Akeed Irfan bin Ridwan. You guys can call me Akeed. I'm 22 years old. I know I look kind of old, but I'm 22 years old. I'm still young, and
No, you don't.
I'm still studying. I'm studying in University Malaya. I'm in my third year of law school. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
So you started your hitchhiking this year, or you've been long?
Actually, this year it's my hitchhiking. It's actually my very first time, so I started hitchhiking this year. But I don't really hitchhike all the way, lah. Like, let's say I want to go to a shopping mall, I don't hitchhike to the shopping mall. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think like some of our viewers. Yeah, I couldn't hear. Sorry.
When you talk about your YouTube channel name Kudos Kid, people call me Kudin. So we have almost similar names lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, the reason why I put my name as Kudos Kid, there's actually a meaning behind it. The separate word of kudos and also kid. So kid represents my name, which is Akeed, and kudos means it means congratulations, right? In some ways. So it's actually somewhat a self-appreciation word, because whatever that I'm doing right now, I like whatever I'm doing, and also like whatever success that I've gone through and all that, I always want to congratulate myself, whether in hard times or whether in good times. So the meaning itself actually has a reason for it, lah. Yeah.
So I can see you have a very confident. So you're praising yourself. It's good actually. It's good. We need more people with high confidence level.
Exactly, bro. Then if we're not going to compliment ourselves, then who else is going to compliment for us, right?
Yes,
exactly.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, Risha.
All right. So anyway, I think some of our viewers doesn't know what is hitchhiking. So can you tell them what is it actually?
Okay. Thank you for the question, Risha. Hitchhiking is actually like basically you trying to get a free ride from someone. So in my case, usually I'll just bring my cardboard, and then let's say I want to go to Kuala Lumpur, for example. So I just route down there Kuala Lumpur, and I'll just raise my board up. And if let's say there's anyone who's also going to the same destination to Kuala Lumpur, and they want to pick me up because since they're going to the same destination, so basically I get a free ride, you know, so I don't have to pay for
So
hitchhiking.
is it like carpool a bit?
Yes, in some way it is like carpool. Yes, correct. Yeah, it is like carpool.
Okay.
Okay, when you talk about you have a signboard, I think about the scenario with the movie. You know, Yasin used to signboard
Yeah.
beside the highway. So like that.
And yeah, so
Okay.
it's somehow like that lah. Basically, it's a signboard.
Yeah. So actually,
But
it's
actually,
interesting.
yeah, it is. But then again, like when I do hitchhiking, especially for my latest project, which you guys are gonna ask me, there's actually a message what I'm trying to tell the audience, you know, and I feel like the message is more important than the hitchhiking itself lah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you say just now you start hitchhiking this year. So
Yep.
what is the exactly month or date that you start, and how is it the progress until now?
Mm-hmm. Uh, Wait, let me remember. I think I started hitchhike around during my semester break actually. My 3 month semester break from my second year to my third year. So there's a 3 month semester break. I think it's around August. If I'm not mistaken, it's 28 August until 29, 30 September. So it's around 1 month lah. I started around 1 month.
Oh. So you were hitchhiking for 1 month, and what
Yes,
what makes you decide to do hitchhiking? What's the
understand?
motivation?
Okay, so this is the part where like hitchhiking. So I did hitchhiking with my friend Mio Arif. So apparently Mio is not here with us. Okay, so that's just me. So the reason why we wanted to do hitchhiking was that it's one of our goals to actually do, one of our goals that we actually want to achieve. And like I really want to try hitchhiking all around Peninsular Malaysia just by hitchhiking without spending any money on transport and all that. And the main reason is actually to seek discomfort, you know, because when you actually seek discomfort, that's when you can actually know that your full potentials in yourself, you know, because sometimes like us as humans, we always limit ourselves by these perceptions, by our self-doubt and
Yes.
all that. And that's why I do hitchhiking. And also I'm inspired by our Malaysian traveler, Khairul Jamain, if you guys know about him. I'm really inspired
Yeah,
by him.
I've heard about him.
True. That's why like I feel like if he's done hitchhiking in Malaysia and also overseas, especially overseas in the Europeans in foreign countries. So
Mm.
I just wanted to prove myself if Khairul Jamain can do it, why not I can do it? Why not any Malaysians can do it, you know? So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to do hitchhiking.
Since you are inspired by Carol Jamain, and you also inspire us and for our viewer. Alhamdulillah.
That's true.
Okay. When you say you just now you say you hitchhike for about 1 month, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so where did you go? Your
Okay,
destination.
so understand. So basically, if referring to my latest project, which is Project Peninsula, so basically I hitchhike all around Peninsular Malaysia because I cannot hitchhike to Sabah Sarawak. Okay, basically. So I started hitchhiking from because it was 28 August, and during that time, the government still allow interstate travels, you know, except for Kedah and
Mhm.
Perlis. So I didn't really go to Kedah and Perlis because of the lockdown. So I started from Kuala Lumpur and then going down to Negeri Sembilan, going down to Seremban, going down to Melaka, Johor, and then going up again. I know it sounds so impossible to go up again to Pahang. So I went to
Wow.
Pahang. Wait, let me remember Pahang. And then the side there is Terengganu, Kemaman, Dungun, Terengganu. And then I went to Kelantan, Kota Baru, and then from Kelantan, we went to we went to Penang. Okay, you can just imagine, like, when we that's the thing, and I'm not even joking. If you guys want proof that I hitchhiked from Kelantan to Penang, you can just go to my Instagram profile, which is AK33D. Just go to my Instagram profile. I've laid down all the evidence inside my stories, my highlights. Yes, I did hitchhike from Kelantan to Penang. I took around 3 to 4 cars, if I'm not mistaken, because like it's at the very edge of this world and also this state, you know. So yeah, I hitchhiked from Kelantan to Penang, and then since my friend Mio, he lives in Ipoh, which is in Perak, so that's why we decided to make Ipoh as the last destination for our hitchhiking. So from Penang, we went to Ipoh, and yeah, so those are the states that we went lah basically, but we didn't went to Kedah and Perlis because of the lockdown.
Well, okay. Even though like you were hitchhiking, you say like it's a free ride. Do you have like any cost for this project, if you don't mind sharing?
For the cost of this project, this is actually not a faculty-based project. It is actually my own initiative. The cost is, like I told you before, is actually more to inspiring people, and actually, it's not really like, I don't really put emphasis on getting free rides when I hitchhike, but it's more to actually seeking discomfort and more to reaching your full potential in life. Okay, like let's say you have a goal, okay, and your goal was to actually start up your own YouTube channel, or maybe you want to go and play ATV, any kind of goals. Maybe you want to learn German language or France, and any kind of goals. Sometimes you feel like it's so difficult to reach that goal, but you really don't know if you can reach your full potential unless and until you have tried it firsthand, you know. And that's the cost of all of this, because I put my cost as to seek discomfort. Because like, okay lah, I'm just going to give you an example. Do you guys remember when we have this like camp motivasi sekolah and all that, right? Camp
Yes.
motivasi sekolah, and then you have to roll on the sand under the hot sun and all that, right? And you actually remember until now. If am I right or wrong? Because you actually remember that moment until now, and that's when you
Yeah.
actually that's when you actually feel like that's the bad experience. But in a way, you can actually remember that moment until now. So what I'm trying to say is that try and live your life at the fullest potential that you can. Live a colorful life. Don't live a dull life. Okay, just try out things and all that. Despite whatever people say, I mean, I know hitchhiking in Malaysia, especially during COVID, it looks impossible. And even my friends also told me, "Kid, kau buat kerja gila ke when you hitchhike and all that?" Like my friends say it's stupid and all that, but
It's a risky.
that's the thing. When you actually have done it, it's really so satisfying and it's really worth it. And that's when you get to a point where you can actually prove to your friends that I can do it. So, and that's when you actually gain respect from that, because you give permission when you do hitchhiking, when you reach your goals, you give permission for other people to also achieve their goals, right? Yeah. So yeah, basically that's the cause of why I started hitchhiking.
Okay, what about your preparation and also backup plan? Maybe at one point you don't have person who want to take you as a passenger. So what is your backup plan? Maybe Grab or bus ticket?
And same plans. I think like for preparations, right? If the viewers are interested, you guys can go to my YouTube channel, which is Kudos. I've laid out the tips and tricks of how you want to try and hitchhike in Malaysia. But since this is a live from Peeps chat, so I'm going to give exclusive content. Okay, so you guys are really lucky. Guys are in Peeps chat. You get this content straight from me. You don't have to go to my YouTube channel. Okay. Tips and tricks. I think the first thing is about preparation. Is about like for example, first is the signboard, right? So if you want to make sure that you yourself are visible, the signboard itself is visible to the people. So you have like first you have to make sure that the signboard is clear and big. So let's say you want to go to Penang, you put there Penang in capital letters. You put it as big as you can. The second thing, the second preparation is that you always have to how do I say? You always have to see yourself as an advertisement. I mean, that's what I think lah. Okay, as an advertisement, people. I mean, if you yourself, would you want to hitchhike someone who is friendly or someone who looks like a creepy person? Right? It makes sense. So that's why, like, when I try to hitchhike, I will just raise up my cardboard and then I'll just smile as well as I can. I'll just smile, and I mean, fingers crossed. You know, I just pray that someone will actually try and give us a ride. There are instances where we had to wait around a maximum of 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually in Penang to Ipoh. We had to wait around 2 hours because it was raining. It was raining heavily. No one wanted to give us a ride. And you know, we tried our very best because I didn't give up because I really wanted to prove that I can hitchhike, even though no matter what the circumstances is. And that's the thing, you know, even though you feel like it's really impossible, it's raining heavily, no one wants to give you a ride. It's midnight already. I think it's around 9 to 10 p.m. Apparently, there's actually a couple from Penang who wanted to go to Perak, and yeah, I think I think the important value is to never give up and to always have patience in whatever that you are doing. Yeah.
That's the beauty of traveling or hitchhiking, right?
True.
You know what? I used to left by bus in R&R. After this, if I left, I want to do what you do.
Yes, true. Because
You should,
Udin,
Udin.
you should
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe after this, you have to always bring your cupboard with you, the cupboard and the marker, right?
I mean,
So I think
you can just steal any other cupboards from the shops and all that. You know, they always have cupboards lying around.
yeah. So I think I want to take one of the questions from our viewers because I found it very, very like interesting. You say like you have to look friendly for them to give you a ride, but what if you can use like can you choose the ride? I mean like this question asks, aren't you scared of getting on strangers' cars to go to places? And one more is, don't you think it's a bit dangerous to travel with strangers?
That's a really interesting part, you know, in all of this.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting to be in dangerous situations?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
to answer that, there was actually a dangerous moment. This one also you can look up my Instagram stories. When me and Mio were in what is the place called? Rantau Panjang, yeah, Rantau Panjang. So behind Rantau Panjang is the borderlines of Thailand, you know. And then it was 4 o'clock. So when we reached Rantau Panjang, there was no one. The streets were closed. There was no one, absolutely no one in Rantau Panjang. And there's actually a moment when, okay, like me and Mio, we were walking to this one uncle's house, okay, and we wanted to change our signboards to write there Greek, Grik, Greek, because we wanted to go to Penang. So when when we went to the uncle's house, and then the uncle greeted us and all that, and we talk a bit. Me and Mo, we talk a bit with the Pachi and all that. And when we mentioned that we wanted to hitchhike to Penang, he told us that Rantau Panjang is actually a really scary and dangerous place, especially during the night, because there were not many lights. There were only 1 or 2 lights, and in front of his house there were only 2 lights, 2 street lights. The rest are history. The rest are all pitch black. I'm not kidding. So after we had some dinner with the pakcik, and that's nothing. Hitchhiking, you get free food. So we got free food for the pakcik and all that. He treated us nasi kerabu. And then it was around 9 to 10 p.m. And because our time restraint, we really wanted to go to Penang. So we wanted to straight away just go to Penang without wasting another day. And we tried hitchhiking. We tried and stand by the roadside and just raise our cupboards and all that. And then eventually there were two motorbikes coming from opposite sides, and they were approaching us, you know. So I don't know if the motorbikes, like the people are local peoples. I don't know if they are from Thailand. I don't know. And they tried and asked us like, where are you going? Nak pergi mana tu? Or kita, then we jawab lah like, nak pergi hitchhike ke Pening. And then they told me, oh tak apalah, nanti saya panggil kawan-kawan saya untuk datang. Diorang tengah naik kereta ni nak datang. At that very moment, you know how scared I was, me and you were scared. But that's the thing, especially in this kind of situations, you always have to remember to never trust strangers. And you always have to, okay, and that's the thing, me and Mio, we prepared ourselves with a pen knife. You know what's a pen knife or not? You have a pen knife,
Like
okay?
the small knife, like you go to camping, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my pen knife was in my pocket already. I was so ready. Mio was in front. I was like around 5 meters behind. I told Mio, apa tengkuk dulu. Serious. I cakap apa tengkuk dulu. That's the first rule I cakap Mio. And I was so ready. Whatever happened, because here's the thing. There's a case. The uncle told us there was a case in Kemaman. Masa tu there's this one student from there's this one student who wanted to go to Kemaman, and he overslept inside the bus. Okay, so he missed his stop. And eventually, the last stop was in Rata Panjang. And what happened to that person was that he actually got approached by the locals and got robbed. All the credit cards, all the phones, everything got robbed. Everything. So that's why I said. And during that time, it was really scary. And like I said, we were so ready for if anything is going to happen. But me and Mio, we consistently refuse their offer. We try and say, tak apa bang, it's okay. Nanti pakcik depan tu dah offer nak tidur and all that. And because they were trying so hard to convince us, to persuade us to follow them again and again and again, it got so draining and all that. But then finally I think they already like give up. And that's when they said, tak apalah kalau kita pergi dulu, tapi kalau kau nak makan, ada kedai depan tu. But that's the thing. At 4 p.m. just now, Rantau Panjang was closed. All the shops closed. Macam mana ada kedai depan tu? So,
Yeah, exactly.
so when the two strangers they left, and then that's when the pakcik came out. We can see the silhouette from from a far distance. You can see the silhouette of him, and then he called us out, and then we went to him, and then he asked us what did the strangers ask us and all that. And because the situation was too dangerous, and that's when the uncle offered to sleep over his house. So yeah, we slept over his house and we started again hitchhiking tomorrow morning. So yeah, dangerous. In regards to your question, it is dangerous. It is scary lah, but that's the thing. Another thing like you learn from hitchhiking is to always get in control of your emotions and also your actions. Right, really important thing. When you get in control of your actions and emotion, that's when you can control everything. So don't let yourself be persuaded by the strangers lah. It is dangerous. I mean, everything is dangerous, right? You can just sit at home and the ceiling fan just fall on you. That can happen. No, anything can happen in life. But the message is, how can you actually overcome with that kind of situation? Yeah.
Okay, few viewers ask you about how about your parents' reaction when you do this hitchhike? Did they accept just like that, or they oppose you at the first? It's very interesting, you know.
Understand. For Mio, his dad actually laughed at him. Because when Mio told his dad he wanted to go hitchhiking, his dad laughed at him, you know. That's for Mio. But from my part, I think growing up, I mean, I grew up with my mom, and my mom knows that I'm an independent person. So when I proposed to her about this hitchhiking idea, she was really okay with it lah, as long as I can take care of myself. But I mean, it depends on every person lah. Like for my situation, I was always an independent person, and my mom actually trusts me. So I think in terms of parental concerns, I think they were okay with it.
Yeah. So it's good your mom trusts you, because I think many of us, maybe our parents post, yeah, because
Yeah,
of
especially
the
girls.
theme of, yeah, of course.
Understand. I think for girls, it's better for you to go on 2 or 3 people. Like, if you really want to do it, go to 2 and 3 people. And as a backup plan, you must always, how do I say, must always give updates about your whereabouts to your friends and all that, so they can track you and all that. Um, I don't know. I don't really know how to say. I can't really say like girls cannot go hitchhike, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You should do whatever you want. It's a colorful life. Make it colorful, but
Live your
always make
life.
sure you have, yeah. Always make sure you have preparation. So, yeah, you bring a knife, ke, you bring a what, pepper spray,
Pepper
anything lah. You
spray.
bring, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Like you said
Maybe they
before,
cannot hitchhike
dangerous can
during night.
happen anywhere. Sorry, could you?
Yeah, maybe they cannot do for girls. They cannot do hitchhike during night, like you just now.
Yes,
You
yes,
say,
true,
yeah, only
Yeah,
did during a day, so it's more
I
safer.
agree.
true, true. For girls, I don't recommend to do hitchhike at night lah. Make sure it's always in the light.
That's true.
Mm.
So you talked already about the scary part during your
Yeah.
hitchhiking. Now, we want to know the happiest, like the one that's very memorable for you. Tell us.
The happiest and most memorable.
Sweet
Yeah.
memory.
I think the happiest moment is I finally proved to myself that I actually I successfully hitchhike all around Peninsula Malaysia. I think that's the most happiest moment. Just to be able to prove to myself that I can do it. I can do this in whatever circumstances, even if it's hard. I can do this. I can prove to my friends. I can prove to myself that anything is possible if you have the heart for it. If you have the effort to really achieve it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I want to say, like kudos, Akeed.
Exactly. You see, that's how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like
Maybe
complimenting you already.
after this you can continue hitchhike to Kedah and Perlis because
Yes, true, true. Because I've never been to Kedah, Perlis. Actually, I've never been to a lot of states. I mean, before Hitchhike, I've never been to Penang. I've never been to Perak. I've been to Kelantan and Terengganu, but I've never been to Pahang. So that's why, like, when I hitchhike, I can actually go to those states that I've never been before. Yeah. And yeah, definitely when everything of this settles down, I definitely going to try and hitchhike to Kedah and Perlis. And if,
okay,
because like my
when you
main
come to
purpose,
Kedah you can tag
yeah.
me.
Nice. Boleh, boleh, can.
Shows
Yeah,
proof.
for sure. I give you a good service.
Hey, toucher, good service.
Okay. Okay, so in Ishak, despite all of the challenge, we might say that there is a point when you being demotivated. So can you share us about that?
Definitely. I think the point where I felt demotivated was when I really started hitchhiking. When I really started hitchhiking from KL, because the thing is, when you want to hitchhike, you have to hitchhike in places which is not crowded, that has less cars. Okay, especially in KL. Especially I'm living in the urban area. And there's a lot of cars coming by here and there. There's little space for the cars to actually stop by the roadside. So that was the most demotivating thing, I guess. But from Kuala Lumpur to Seremban, we we tried and hitchhike for, how would I say? It was, how do I say this? It was really dangerous to try and hitchhike in Kuala Lumpur itself, because, and let's say like we really want to try and hitchhike from KL to Seremban, you have to walk a really long way, like really long way. So that's when I told Mio, I think the best possible way is to actually just take a, how do I say, KTM to Seremban and started hitchhiking from Seremban. Yeah, because it was so hard. I mean, yeah, I think the demotivating part is when you're actually trying to start and do hitchhike. You know, when this thing is actually new, and when you don't really have how they say, the brave and confidence to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's not going to begin if you did not begin it, right?
Yep, true.
All right. Yeah. So after you're done with your 1 month hitchhiking, so what are the benefits that you think you get from it?
Mm-hmm. Benefits. Oh, I think one of the most how do I say, worthy. I think one of the benefits I got was that I can. It feels like you actually open up to a whole new world, where everything is just possible. So that's why I feel when I did all of this, when I hitchhiked around Peninsular Malaysia, I feel like everything is just possible if you really have the heart, the time and effort to really invest in it. So the benefits is, I mean, yeah, if you want to talk about free food, definitely I got free food. Okay, nasi kandar ketapang, nasi kandar, all the free food I got, nasi kerabu, I got free transport. But I'm not going to emphasize all that because the main emphasis is actually your own self. That I know that if let's say I want to try out a new goal, I can actually do it. If I've done this, why can't I do this? Because I'm also human. Like if you see all the great people outside there, Khairul Jamain, all the travelers outside there, not just in the scope of travelers, but also in other kind of scopes. Like they are still just ordinary people, but why can they actually do it? Why can they actually achieve it? Because they actually have confidence and they put their time and investment and they just have a leap of faith. Sometimes you just have to trust the process. And yeah, I think that's the most beneficial outcome that I got from hitchhiking.
Mm. Okay, so from our viewer, ask Kudin to give a tour. Okay,
Can.
yes, if you come to Kedah, I will make a tour to around
Okay. This
Kedah.
one, this one I'm gonna claim when I come to
Yeah,
Kedah.
no problem.
Otherwise, I'm gonna claim this. I'm gonna
No
record this.
problem. Okay, so continue to our question. Haifa Fazana ask you, are you continuing to another destination? Yes, maybe after COVID to another
Mhm.
country or Sabah Sarawak. What is your plan after this?
I mean, I definitely cannot hitchhike to Sabah Sarawak. You want me what to hitchhike the kapal? Is it? The
You
Signboard.
after
I'm going
landed.
to Sabah.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not Sabah Sarawak. But I would. I mean, okay. Here's the beauty about hitchhiking, and when you actually like prove to people that you can actually do, the outcome from what I hitchhike and then I consistently post on IG, on YouTube to record my progress and all that. My friends from Sabah and Sarawak, they actually offered me to stay over their place. That's the cool thing about this. And that's why I said you open up a new door of possibilities when your friends actually see how fun it is, how intrigued you are in hitchhiking. And yeah, I mean, if let's say I want to hitchhike in Sabah, Sarawak, I already have a place to stay. You know,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that's cool.
In terms of another destination, when everything settles down, definitely I'm going to try and hitchhike to Kedah and Perlis. I'm going to claim whatever Udin is claiming today. I'm going to claim. Thank you, Udin.
No
Um,
problem. InsyaAllah.
and me and you, we decided to hitchhike to Thailand. So starting from Thailand, we're going to try and hitchhike. Going up lah, basically. Yeah.
Going to the north, is it?
Yeah, going to the north. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I miss Thailand.
Because I've never been to Thailand
Okay, Arisha,
before.
maybe
I mean, I've never been to Thailand before, and I've heard Thailand is actually a nice place to visit. So, I mean, that's why you want to
yes,
try and hit to Thailand.
nice
Yeah.
place.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, Arisha, maybe
you know
one
that.
last question before we close.
Yes, sure, sure. So you just started. So what is your advice to people out there that maybe very interested to try hitchhiking in the future?
Mm-hmm. My advice, my advice first, okay, my advice is go to my YouTube channel and watch the video. Okay, do research first. That's my first tip. Do all the research about hitchhiking. Second, always research about the weather. Okay, this is really important because when you want to hitchhike, you have to see the overall weather of the day. Okay, really important. And third, I think the third one is to third one is to don't have many clothes. Okay, just bring minimal clothing. For me, I only bring around 3 sets of clothes and that's it. Because I don't want to have a lot of baggage and all that. Okay. And another thing is that I actually wanted to vlog the whole hitchhiking experience, like according to this. So I want to make a vlog per day. And I know this is gonna sound crazy. I bring my laptop inside my bag. I know it's crazy. And end up I didn't even edit the vlogs because I was so tired from the trip and all that. I was so tired. So at the end of every day, whenever I reach a destination and whenever I want to sleep, I won't do my vlogs at all. So yeah, that's it, guys. I bring my laptop during hitchhiking, okay, and I didn't do the editing. So yeah, that's my third tip. And the final tip is actually to have lots of patience. Have lots of patience. Be brave. Have a leap of faith. Just trust in the process. Just trust yourself that you can actually do this. I know the first time will be so hard. You feel like you'll be so nervous to even try and do the first ride. But trust me, when you've done the first hitchhiking ride, oh, the satisfaction. It feels like you can hitchhike any place you can go. Serious. I'm not joking. That's the satisfaction I've got when I hitchhike myself from Seremban to Melaka. I feel like, oh, now I can hitchhike all the way. That's the thing. I feel like the first step is really important when it comes to in everything, in everything in your life. The first step is always important. Yeah.
Can I add one more? I think the most very important thing for you to bring is the knife. You said, oh, the knife, and then the paper spray. Because the story you told us very scary.
True. Yeah. Okay. Addition to the tip. Yeah. Bring a knife. Bring your self-defense kit lah. Basically, bring a knife. Make sure you prepare everything. Yeah. And I do encourage you guys to actually learn some martial arts a bit. I mean, you don't have to go for classes. Just learn how to defend yourself. Yeah.
All right, so that's a very great tips you shared just now.
Yeah.
But time is very envy of us, right, Kudin?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe any last word from Akeed to all of viewers, and also maybe you can promote your social media, your YouTube channel, and something. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes last word.
Okay. So my last words is okay. You guys can just I have an Instagram. You guys can follow my Instagram if you are interested because I have a lot of good things over there. I mean, some of the posts in my Instagram are somehow how do I say, emotional to me. I make like micro blog posts in Instagram, so you can go ahead and follow my Instagram. It's Akeed AK3.
Yeah, I already follow.
Oh,
Yep. And okay. Okay, so follow my YouTube channel if you want. My last words, I just want to say thank you so much to Peeps Chat for inviting me to this talk. Thank you so much, audience, for giving questions. I don't even know my story is interesting or not. But my last words would be, whatever that you have in your life, whatever goals that you have, if you like, how do I say, just go for it. Just go and give it a try. Just achieve whatever that you want to achieve, despite whatever people is going to say, despite people's perception, despite the limitations and all that. You should just go. Just go and try and do it, because I feel like humans would only reach their full potential until they actually do it. Yeah. And live a beautiful life, live a colorful life, guys. Just live a colorful life. Don't live a dull life. Okay. Live an interesting life and not a boring life. Okay. So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
a really
So
good
thank you.
quotes from
Thank you
Akeed.
so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Akeed,
much.
for being here.
Yeah. As a reminder to all of you, if
Thank
you would like to join
you.
our IIUMTV IIUMTV giveaway, you can visit our social media for more info. Okay. So Arisha, can you hear me? Because my line is not.
Yes, yes, I
Okay,
can
so
hear
we
you.
are at the end of our show. Thank you, Akeed, again. And from me, myself, Fakrudin, and Arisha, we would like to make appreciation speech to all of viewer and also our crew, our backbencher of this show. So before Peeps draw his curtain, we would like to thank to our loyal audience, which is since the first episode, from the recording in the studio to the live broadcast from home. So this year, 2020 is full of bitter, sweet, and sorrow. Thanks to also to the crew, producer, PR, content editors, and others. Lokman, Atira, Amira, Farah, Nabil, Daniel, Khadijah, and others. Also, thank to all of you. And me, myself, Fakrudin, I would like to apologize, and me and Arisha would like to apologize if there is anything wrong with our show. And this is the last episode of Peeps Chat Show for this year, and also last episode for me, as I will be graduated soon after in 2021. So thank you,
You sound sad now. Why you sound so sad?
thank you, IIUMTV, for giving me opportunity 2 years from Sports Space 2019 and Peeps Chat 2020. It's been such a memorable moment to be a host and also give me such many experience. Maybe I continue with being a host, although my degree is in history. So these 2 years is too much.
Go for it. Go for it. Go. What your parents say? You cannot go.
InsyaAllah, I have a
go.
peluang lah. Dapat peluang, kita go. Okay, so
InsyaAllah.
all of the critics, harsh comments or compliment from all of you is really appreciated, insyaAllah. So till we meet again, I thank you to also the last year crew like Fatin who watched this. Also Fatin Syara, my previous producer. Okay, that's all from me. Arisha, you can conclude
Okay.
anything.
So, Hudin already said all the things I want to say, all the appreciation. I also want to thank him, Hudin, as my partner for like 2 seasons already. This is my first hosting show, and thank you, Hudin, very much for all the knowledge you share with me and all. So we also want to wish all the best to everyone for the assignments, quizzes, tests, final exams, and final year project. Overall, in all studies, all right. I know it's at the time that you are so busy and all, so fighting. And I also want to wish a happy new year. May Allah bring us year 2021 a blessings, happiness, a good health. Amin ya rabbal alamin. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys to do not forget to give this video a like and to subscribe to IIUMTV channel and to follow us on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also to listen to our podcast at IIUMTV.
Yes, guys, go
That
and
is
follow
all from me.
Go and follow Peeps.
Yeah.
They have good content over there. Go and follow. Go share to your friends.
Follow Kudos Kid as well.
Okay.
All right, that's
Thank
all
you.
from us. Thank you very
Happy
much,
New Year.
Akeed, for being here. Yes, Happy New Year. That's all from us. Thank you. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.
Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum.
Been the best Ramadan for me.
Alhamdulillah.
Finding your confidence with the grade.
One of the orang tak tahu pasal sampah yang ada di landfill.
Satu tarikh yang diterima oleh umat Islam.
Minatkan musik, tapi Api ni dia macam main lagu ganas-ganas.
Tapi kan contoh-contoh wanita yang berjaya.